Okay, today we are doing CO14. I can evaluate algebraic expressions. Our progression from expressions to equations continues. First, we wrote expressions, then we simplified them, and now we are going to evaluate them with given values for the variables. We will also represent the expressions graphically. So I know you know how to evaluate the given values for the variables. We have worked on that. So we're going to learn about how to represent them graphically. So you have to remember the order of operation. Also, be careful when the value of a variable is negative, particularly when squaring. The sign is important and must be included. So you have to pay attention to this. So let's look at a couple of these together. Rewrite each expression when a equals 9, n equals 20, and x equals -5. Then evaluate it. So the first thing we're going to do is rewrite our expression. So we have 12, a is 9. I'm going to put it in those parentheses so I know I'm multiplying. Minus n, and n is 20. So now I'm going to do the order of operations. Remember that perm does. So I'm going to multiply. 12 times 9 is 108 minus 20. Now I'm going to subtract 108 minus 20. That would give us 80.
No.
Not 88.
92. 92. It is 88.
So let's do the math. We have 108. Yeah, it is.
It wouldn't be 92.
Minus.
Because
So 8 minus 0 is 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. So you are correct. It would be 88. Good job doing your math. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this one. -3. And then we have parentheses, n, which is 20, plus x, which is -5. So the first thing we want to do is our parentheses. 20 plus -5. Paul? Yeah, it's going to be a positive 15. Because if we're at 20 and we're adding a -5, we have to go to the left on the number line. So we're at 15. So now we have -3 times 15. What would -3 times 15 be? Is it?
-45.
-45. So this is what we were talking about up top when we said make sure you put those negative signs where you need them. It makes a difference. Here, if we're going to square, we have x squared. So that would be -5 squared. 3 times -5 squared plus the square root of 5 times 20. So if it's -5 squared, what would that be? -5 squared. Colin? What sign is there?
But wouldn't you multiply it -5 times -5?
So what is the answer? Yeah, so it would be and I was just saying, which sign is it, positive or negative?
Oh, it's
So it would be a positive 25, because we know -5 times -5 is 2 negatives. So it would be a positive 25 times 3 plus the square root of 5 times 20. Whew. It's a lot of work, but if you take it one step at a time, you can figure it out. So remember to do all of your steps. So this one, when we write it, I didn't write it very clear. It would be 3 times -5 squared plus that square root. So remember, you want to do exponents first, and then you want to do your multiplying, you want to do your multiplying, then do the radical that's over what you're multiplying. So now, because I know we know how to break down our order of operations, let's look at that next part. Write each situation as an expression, evaluate it for the given values, and graph it. Oof. So we're adding, keep adding one more step for us. So you want to save up to buy an iPhone and decide to put $3 each day into savings. How much will you have saved on day 5? How about day 8? How about day 12? And then you need to have total saved. So let's look at how we do that. So if we're saving $3 every day, you're saving $3 a day. So that's $3 times how many days? So if we want 3 and we want to do day 5, so that would be 3 times 5. So how much money do we save in 5 days? $15. Now we wanted 3 in 8 days. 3 times 8 is 24. Now we want 12 days. So 3 times 12 is that $36. So we write each as an expression. 3 times D, that's our expression. Then we need to evaluate it for the given values. That was this, evaluating it. Now we need to graph it.
Okay.
So let's look at how we're going to graph it. First thing we have to do when we're doing a graph is we have to label our sides, label the axes. So we have our days down here. And then on the left, for the y-axis, that's going to be our savings. So we have our days and our savings. So then we have to put our numbers on. I can't scroll it up any farther, sorry. So what do you think we should put at the XY, we're at the center there? Paul? 0. Then for days, we have day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We only went up to day 12, so I don't need to label it past there. Then our savings, we're making some big jumps with our savings. So we can make jumps when I label my savings line. What do you think I should skip by, Maddie?
3.
By 3s. Because we're multiplying by 3, we can skip by 3. So we can go from 0 to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Can I stop there?
No.
But I've written so many. Why can't I stop? I have to go all the way up to 36 because that's the last of our values. So 33, 36. Now I can stop because none of my numbers are going up past 36. So when you're doing your graph, it is important that you put your label for your X and your Y. It's important that you put the numbers on there. Now we can graph it. I can look and say, when my day is at 3, So my day's at 3. I'm gonna go up to 15 in savings. So I'm going to draw my circle right there.
Day 5.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. You guys are paying attention, and I am going to quit. When I'm at day 5, we are multiplying it by 3. When I'm at day 5, I go up to $15 in savings. Then I'm at day 8, I'm at $24 in savings. So I go to day 8, and I go up to $24 in savings. When I'm at day 12, I'm gonna go to $36. That's all you have to do to graph it. You don't have to draw the line connecting them. It just says graph it, so you just put the plot on the graph. Okay? Maddie?
Can you do bar graph?
We are not doing bar graphs. We are doing it this way because this is algebra, and a lot of it, well, bar graphs usually take and you put into this kind of a graph. So with algebra, we do it this way. So, you have all of those steps. The first thing is you do your expression. Then you evaluate it for all of the values you're given. Then you do your graph. You label the X and Y's, and then you plot your points. Okay? Izzy.
Oh, never mind.
All right. So I'm going to stop the sharing.